Hello AS, welcome to your correlation mark scheme. So this is the second to last video I'll ever have to do on research methods, unless you go into A2 of course. Should the hypothesis be directional? Explain your answer. So you should have all got this one, you should be absolutely fine with this one. It should not be directional. Or you could have said it should be non-directional. If you said either of those, so it should be directional, non-directional, or it should not be directional, that's fine. As there is no reference to previous research that allows the researchers to predict the direction of the results. So you all know that one. If there's no previous research, we don't know which direction it's going to go in, so it should be non-directional. Write a suitable hypothesis. 1 mark for a correlation and non-directional. So there'll be a relationship between. So if you've said there'll be a positive or a negative relationship, or no relationship, no marks. If you say there will be a relationship between, then you get a mark. If you operationalise one covariable, and I don't mind which order you do them in, the map reading score, and said map reading scores, then that's 1 mark. If you've operationalised the other covariable, and you could have mentioned them in the other order, and that's fine. The driver error ratings of motorists, then that is a 2nd mark. Identify suitable graphic display for the data in the table and briefly explain why this display would be appropriate. 1 mark for scattergraph or scattergram. It's a correlation, that's the only possible one there could be, and 1 mark for an explanation because it shows a relationship between 2 variables. Using the data in the table, comment on the relationship between the score of map reading scores and driver rating scores. So you get 1 mark for saying it's a positive correlation, and then explaining one covariable as one covariable increases, so does the other, and then you apply that to the specific context that we're talking about. So this is just a person who has a good map reading ability, also has good driving skills. So if you told me about positive correlation, if you told me what a generic positive correlation is, and then you've applied it specifically to this scenario, then you get the 3 marks. And that is it. Well done.